I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
Check it out then. Excluding J-Man, Rooga and Memo. They got damn near the exact same story. They both also brought it to the streets. They both been heavily involved in the war. They both are alleged war. They both are talented rappers that's been rapping for a little minute. They both got their lives all over the internet. They both are from two different hoods that don't fuck with each other. They both got mothers and this shit. They both got a lot going on in the same situation. They've been into it with, for what they said, they've been into it with each other for a long time. Yet that somehow, some way, they decided that, you know what, I'm willing to sit down and chop it up and push peace with you. And we can be united. Even though we don't gotta be the best of friends and everything, we can still let that shit go. But Rooga even did a song speaking on this shit. He said, we chopped it up. If I see them fighting, I'll help them get down. And I did an interview with Memo. He said, Rooga is one of the only people that he's willing to let that shit go with and come together and do a song with too.
Word.
But then they hoods are definitely ops. Now, the thing is, for these niggas to be willing to do that, do you think that is if they come out and drop this song and stand next to each other, whatever the case may be, and put it out there, this will be enough to set a positive impact for Chicago?
Yeah, it can.
Then with that being said, are you willing to do the same thing they did? If at least one person that you may not have had the best of friends or relations with for all these years will say, for the betterment of the city, for the betterment for the youth, for the betterment of the world, I'm willing to do this with you.
Yeah.
And do you have anybody in mind that you want to do it with?
No. But people from my own place, from my own motherfucking block, you know? Cause I already dealt with other people and what the fuck they got going on and shit like that though. But it's like, I feel like I couldn't be able to sympathize and relate to none of the motherfuckers got going on unless they really from the area that I'm from. So I wouldn't try to branch out and do nothing with nobody else, cause I did that already. Instead of getting the home turf in order. So before I try to reach out and do something with the next motherfucker, I gotta make sure I get what's going on between my peoples initiated and, you know, down before I get trying to branch out and reach out to motherfuckers. Even though I've always been outside the box and I always been around these other people and all these individuals and shit like that though. But it's like, it kind of creates a bad atmosphere as to when they don't see that your home turf, you know, cool. Once you don't got everything going on within at home and shit like that, motherfuckers don't really want to reach out to you. So it's like the next motherfucker from at home could say anything about you, even if it's false. They can say anything about you.
But if we being honest here, Memo, he does not have the best relationship with everybody from his hood.
You right.
It's always somebody who don't like him.
But guess what though? He got people from his hood behind him who know the truth of what's going on. Me, I don't give no fuck who behind the motherfucker or who not. So it's like every day I find out somebody or individual who fuck with me and shit like that, that's from the block and shit like that. But then, you know, everybody got their own minds, everybody got their own opinion on what the fuck they want to do. So, you know, somebody might be riding another bandwagon more than mine.
But at the same time, you still got real motherfuckers like Litzy and Lil Raheem and Lucky. And
but we gotta think about we all us originally from the hood.
Exactly. But guess what? We got all those individuals, but I don't give no fuck about what the fuck the motherfuckers got going on.
We had to
over
go
one
through
simple
stuff
fact.
to witness, like, you know what I'm saying?
One big simple fact, I don't give a fuck about.
You gotta think about
gang.
Raheem. Like, I got my daddy. Bro, Raheem ain't had his daddy, so it was a difference. He only got his mama, you know. So it's a big difference. You get what I'm saying? It's a big difference.
I don't
so
give no
it's
fuck.
just like, you know.
I don't give no fuck about none of how I had none of them feel. I don't give no fuck about none of them niggas being cahoots with me, none of that type of shit like that. You get me? Because at the end of the day, it all been myself.
We was young at the time. We was kids.
It all been myself.
And now that we don't older.
And
that's what I'm saying. Raheem was 15. He was a baby. That's a baby. That was a baby that got killed, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit hurt. That shit is different. Cause he was a kid, bro. He was 5 years younger than a 10-year-old. That's a fucking baby. That's a baby. If you really want to be technical.
Older.
I don't get no fuck. How no motherfucker street motherfucker want to put it on that? That boy was 15 years old. He was a kid, bro. He was a fucking kid, bro. A kid. 5 years younger than a 10-year-old. He was a fucking kid.
It ain't like these new 15-year-olds. It was the back then 15-year-olds when you was still, you know, you was still naive to a lot of shit, you know?
So all that
you still ain't have a lot of knowledge to what the fuck was
other
going
shit
on.
and all that goofy ass shit for real.
Yeah.
He was a fucking kid.
But that's adding on to the reason why, that's what I'm saying. I don't really give a fuck.
So what's his death wrong?
Huh?
So was his death wrong? Because he was a kid, and one thing
Hell
he
yeah,
said
that was
killing
wrong.
kids was wrong.
Hell yeah, that was wrong.
Even though he was in the mix of what the
Even
fuck
though he was in the mix of what the fuck was going on,
I don't feel like it was that severe. I don't feel like it was that severe.
He was raised that way. He was raised how he was raised. He was from where he was from.
But you know, we can't even really say that though, cause look, everywhere's a 15-year-old getting killed.
Yeah, it is.
No, not to the same situation though.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Like, sometimes it's innocent kids, and sometimes it's kids who's in the mix, and then some shit finally catch up.
At the end of the day, he was an innocent kid. Put it like that. He was an innocent kid.
Alright.
I don't give no fuck how the world might make it seem or make it look like and all that. To know a motherfucker is to know them. If you grew up with them,
he was just his environment. That's all the way. He was just his environment, gang.
You get what I'm saying? Everybody loved him.
18 years old. You never knew he got 18
I ain't gonna lie to you. He was loved from everywhere. From this hood, from that hood. Everybody loved him.
He was his environment.
Everybody loved him. He was silly. He was goofy. He was everything in one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I miss my boy. He was so silly and goofy. He was everything. Everything in one. At 15 years old, y'all had to take his life as a baby though. He was a baby.
That's why I ain't switching up for nobody. I ain't switching up for no fucking body.
He was not grown.
Still the same nigga I was when the motherfucker met me on God.
He was then still pre-coming if you want to make it seem like that.
Alright, and he has a blood brother that rap by the name of Lil Raheem.
Yeah, Doodle Butt. That's Doodle Butt. That's my boy Doodle Butt. I love Doodle Butt.
The thing is, I just found out about him that's long. Mooda put me on to his music.
Yeah,
He's
Doodle Butt.
But my thing is, like, normally the siblings of the fallen, they usually get all the recognition shit. Why is nobody paying attention?
He was around me or Raheem all over again.
I ain't gonna, he look just like that. He really do look a lot like Raheem.
I ain't gonna lie to you, he remind me of Raheem.
Like when I saw him, I'm thinking Raheem's still alive when I look at him. Like he look just like him.
Yeah, that's his twin.
Yeah, literally twin.
I ain't gonna lie to you, all of them look like they daddy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, rest in peace, Walt. That was his father, right? Okay, to make sure I knew my facts and everything.
They don't get me wrong, they genes strong as hell. Cause Walt's sister look even just like him. Like they twin all over again. Like damn. How many is it, y'all?
And how many siblings does Raheem have?
I mean, you know, he got his mama kids, and then his daddy, you know.
Yeah.
Tiffany and Walt.
And and one of these days with Raheem,
from Tiffany and Walt, it was Raheem and Hakeem. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then from her other baby daddies, it's his mama and her other baby daddies. You get what I'm saying? It ain't just Zoo, it ain't just Walt, you get what I'm saying? It's another person too, you get what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, you know,
yeah, for sure.
That ain't got nothing to do with us. That's her baby, that's what she chose, that's her life. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with us.
So, and Lil Raheem, whenever, we gotta have to sit down because we gotta get your story, Raheem's story, and we gotta put him out more because I feel like if people get to listen to you good? This nigga Mooda drunk. I'm about to say something genuine and shit. Yeah, I'm still. Anyways, if Lil Raheem get his story out and Raheem's story out, you think people can have a better understanding of who Raheem was versus what they put out on the internet? Because outside of Zoo, we don't got his brother speaking on him.
I am Raheem.
Yeah, you know that shit forever. Raheem, that shit on my neck.
What I'm living right now, what I'm living, I'm breathing right now. Good, I don't mean to say that.
Whatever I do, it's gonna be for him.
Oh God,
he was 15. He was a baby.
That's the only thing I gotta say.
I'm gonna make that shit count.
The person who you see me and Lil T is right now to this day.
Make that shit count.
This who we been. You feel me? Oh God, this who we been, gang. This who Raheem was. Raheem was the same way.
None of that shit. Y'all don't know what the hell.
All these other niggas weirdos. These niggas weird as hell. These niggas all person.
Y'all don't know the hell.
These niggas all person drink. Sucking each other dicks on gutter. These niggas really got crushes on each other on person drink, gang. We is Raheem. The way our personalities and shit is, how we carry ourselves and shit like that, we carry ourselves just like how all the men carried themselves back in 2012, 2013 and shit like that, gang. I feel like once I came home, I'm one of the individuals that never switched up, gang. I still got the same morals. I'm still standing on the same principles. There's a lot of other motherfuckers that's around this bitch, they just weirdos, gang. And they need a motherfucking reality check for their damn self. They need a reality check, and they need certain individuals who grew up in the same era that I grew up in. They need to stop being scared to make enemies and stand the fuck up and tell their ass about that stuff. Nigga, your ass weird, gang. You gotta move the fuck around. When there was other niggas that was around, bad apples and shit coming around the block, you gotta move your bitch ass around. Gutter. When you come around this bitch, bad apples, you ain't on the same time as us, you gotta move your bitch ass around. So it shouldn't be no way that if I'm acting a certain way and you guys don't feel as if I'm acting accordingly to what y'all got going on, y'all feel like y'all wanna be on some shitey shit like that, I'll move myself around. Gutter. I ain't on that type of time though, at all.
Sure.
I'm on all righteousness shit. I'm on all righteousness shit. Not saying, you know, no man, I'm on all righteousness shit, man.
And you know what? As far as anybody else from THF, anybody else that passed, is there anybody who y'all personally want to speak on besides Raheem?
Huh? Everybody, I want to speak on everybody, man. We got a lot of genuine guys from down there. I want to speak on somebody named Jizzle, KG. You need to get put on KG. KG
Is he a rapper?
Yes.
Okay, he's from your hood. KG Jizzle. All right, baby. Make sure you.
His name Jizzle Flex.
Hey, you hear me?
Jizzle.
Hey,
Yeah.
my boy KG.
KG
Jizzle. Hey, you hear me? Long little Bobo. Bees up. Long
His
little
Bobo brother. His Bobo big brother.
Long little
Bro got a big
Bobo.
brother.
You hear me? I got that shit on me for life.
Bobo
Long
got a
little
brother.
Bob.
Shorty rapping
Long little
shit.
black, long little Bob. You know, bees forever.
Jizzle Flex.
Y'all know how we born.
Alright, KG Jizzle.
Jizzle Flex. Jizzle Flex. That nigga be on up on the 6 more than any nigga rapping. All the niggas that be rapping and shit like that, Jizzle Flex, the only motherfucker that be on the 6 more than any of these niggas 365 days of the year be on the 6, gang. On gutter. He be on that motherfucking strip, gang. And he a righteous member. He always trying to pull into the next motherfucker, gang. He not no goofy motherfucker, of course. But he always pouring into the next motherfucker trying to make everybody get to where they need to be, gang.
Yeah.
Alright, man. I'm about to say y'all ain't gotta go too far. Yeah.
Yeah, we going downstairs.
They finna go downstairs and smoke.
Leave me out of service, I'll be back.
I said they finna go smoke.
No.
Yeah, alright, man. Let's
Watch the weed. Watch up, right?
Yeah. We had the last 3 questions anyways. You wanna wrap this up real quick before we get food?
Like 5 hours.
Alright, we gonna wrap this up. We gonna wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
Alright,
like a part 3 or something, you know.
No, man, keep going. No, I'm saying keep going, cause I don't give a fuck if I gotta bang them bitches while I'm on this bitch.
man, you know how all these
phone
niggas
them.
is. Alright, man, health check segment.
Yeah.
I asked about you niggas' mental well-being last time. I'm gonna always do that just cause I genuinely care, and that's what and niggas need to know. How you guys feeling mentally? Last time you said you wasn't okay. Time has passed. It's April 2024. Are you feeling better since last time?
I'm definitely feeling better.
Alright, what about you, Lil T? How you feeling mentally?
But I ain't
I'm feeling okay.
In all honesty though,
Every day is a blessing, you know. That's all. You know?
In our last interview, Mooda was saying he don't feel like it'll ever be a point in time he was 100% okay. And if there's ever a time that we need to talk about this shit, we don't know when. But just keep in prayers. You guys are 100% okay, and anything you do want to talk about, it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just check it, cause I always care. Plus y'all my dogs. All right. Second final question. Give credit where it's due. Remember last time I asked you to say something positive about other people?
Yeah.
We gonna do this again. Just because you are not the bad guy. Now, y'all ready?
Yo.
Let's get it.